what?
Let me see. So this is an action.
This is what you want to do to be successful. You have to take massive.
Sometimes you have to take massive risks, chances, opportunities.
Sometimes you do. Yeah, sometimes you do, but you have to take massive action. Because without action, you get nowhere. You can read all the Darren Hardy books you can get your hands on. You can absorb as much stuff that you can find on the internet and listen to podcasts till you're blue in the face. If you don't ever do anything with that information, it's useless information. You have to take massive action. You have to at some point take the leap of faith and do it. So I guess you could call that risk. Mm-hmm. I mean, it might be not comfortable for you to take that action.
Taking that initial jump. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, I guess, in the beginning. It's not really a risk, I guess, but just stepping out of that comfort zone, people tend to... We like to stay where we're comfortable. There is a lot of value in being uncomfortable because you learn a lot about yourself.
We talked about why I don't do pay for seminars, and because I think 9 out of the 10 people that come to the seminars are never going to take action. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like you're wasting your money paying me when you're never going to take action.
Right?
Because they're too afraid to.
Exactly.
They procrastinate, and you cannot procrastinate and be successful. That's a really bad habit. And it's not something in your DNA that can't be changed. It's just a bad habit that can be changed. So here, fill in the blanks. Persistence. Never
give up.
Boom. Never give up. You can never give up.
Who wrote this? John Cena? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Never compare yourself to
others. Your goals and somebody else's goals are two completely different things. Remember, happiness. There isn't a set scale for happiness, guys. Remember, your happiness, Alex's happiness, my happiness. We all have different things that our levels of success are different. Achieve your success, not somebody else's success.
Yeah. So much easier said than done, but it is that easy, but it also is that complicated.
Right. Exactly.
So know yourself, know your strengths, and know your weaknesses. So I think. One of the ways you can help the listener visualize this is like a super good athlete. Who just pick an athlete that's just a head and shoulders above anybody in their field.
Wow, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but Tom Brady.
Okay, no, Tom Brady, really super athlete. I mean, not necessarily a super athlete. Because he really isn't.
Yeah.
But what he does, he's super good at. Mm-hmm. Like a Bo Jackson was an athlete.
Bo
just born as an athlete.
I didn't want to be a homer and pick a Raiders.
But Tom Brady
Bo
is
Jackson.
super good at what he does. And he knows his strengths and he knows his weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing about Tom Brady, that love him or hate him, he makes sure that he has people around him that strengthen his weaknesses.
But I'll go back to like a Bo Jackson who's just born a super athlete, right? Super strong, unbelievable. He was a running back. He was a baseball star. He was very powerful. Mm-hmm. If you are built like yourself, which you're 5'7", 5'8",
I might weigh
160 pounds, 150 pounds.
On a wet day, yeah.
No matter how much you trained and tried and give it 130,000% effort, you would never be as good as Bo Jackson.
Ever in a million years.
Never. Okay, so know yourself, know your strengths, know your weaknesses. You might be able to become a great running back in high school, maybe even a small college, maybe, but you're never going to reach Bo Jackson's potential. So you compare yourself to others, you'll never go anywhere.
When you learn how to play guitar, we all want to be Jimmy, but we can't be Jimmy. Mm-hmm. We can emulate Jimmy, but we'll never truly be Jimmy.
Right.
Hendrix, if you guys, Page also works there too.
So you have to learn how to love yourself. And this is weird because this has nothing to do with real estate, really, does it?
No, but this helps. I think this absolutely helps with, because I think part of real estate is mental.
Like it should be on a different show or something.
You know what? I think the way this would help, and this is where feedback, from the listeners at home would help. I think real estate, like we always talk about, a lot of it is mental, and sometimes we need these mental refreshers. And I think the beginning of the year. So to me, this helps.
Good. It helps me too. Every time I read through it, and we do it once a year in our workshops, it helps me because it's just, these are the basics, and you cannot ever deviate from the basics. Mm-hmm. You have to go back to them. So know yourself, know your strengths, weaknesses, and you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, then you're never truly going to reach any pinnacle of success. Or if you do, you're just going to be unhappy, and what's the point?
Right.
Give it 100% every day. Forgive yourself when you don't.
So you're saying basically don't beat yourself up if you have a bad day.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up. And it's funny because you kind of do have to beat yourself up.
Absolutely. Because
it can't just be like, oh, I'll do better tomorrow. No, you have to be hard on yourself.
You have to be your own worst critic.
I am my worst own critic, right? But I have to know when to just lighten up there, dude.
Let certain things
go. You're
go.
human.
Pick
right?
your hill to die on, correct? Yes, it's so to speak.
So there are no. This is a tough one.
Shortcuts.
Boom, tough one for the average homie, but not you.
Not me.
Boom.
Not today. Not in 2018.
There are no shortcuts. So anything on TV that's the 15-minute or 10-minute abs or 5-minute abs, that does not exist.
That's how every year it gets shorter too.
Yeah.
This year it's 6-minute abs.
2.3 second abs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not possible. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. There are no shortcuts. Period. Focus and hard work will always beat. Not always, but focus and hard work 99.9% of the time will beat natural talent. And we go back to the Bo Jackson. Mm-hmm. No matter how hard you focus and how hard you work, you'll never become as good as Bo Jackson.
Right.
But you'll probably be better than 99% of the population.
Right.
If you just work hard and focus. Mm-hmm. And then this is something I like to say every day, which I don't. But again, I should. And by reading this and going through this again, maybe I'll start doing it and make it a habit. Because good habits, make good things happen. Okay? But today is the first day of
the rest of your life.
The rest of your life. Oh, I forgot you had the answers right there.
Yes, sir.
You're such a jerk.
Right, well, I mean,
you had the answers right there.
It sounded great. I wasn't.
I want to talk to my audience here. Just be
the
quiet for
magician
a second,
wasn't.
Adam. I'm asking the questions to him, and I forgot I gave him an outline. So you're something else.
Well, it took me a question to realize that the answers are right there too. So
I got to get someone in here with some integrity. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. So when you look at it that way, it is, right? Mm-hmm. When you wake up in the morning, you can't do anything that happened. You can't do anything about what happened yesterday. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and treat it that way.
And this is something I think that's something, Alex, I know personally I have a really bad time with, or a hard time with. Mm-hmm. I'll constantly grabbing on to the past. And that's something, guys, that with any kind of business, let go. Always look forward.
Business, personal,
forward.
whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, how many people hold on to grudges and hold on to hate? And I'm preaching to the choir here, and I'm preaching to myself. And of course, I still think about the past. And if you can master that one thing, you are like head and shoulders above most of the people on this planet.
A lot of other stuff falls into place when you can move on and get past.
Yep.
Then you're always it helps on the focus side, guys. That's where because then you're not thinking about things from the past that deviate your focus and kind of take your mind back in other ways.
Yeah, you're so focused on the future that you honestly will train your mind that you can't even think about the past because you're so focused and so driven. You don't have time to think about the past. You push that right behind you and just keep moving forward.
Yep.
So I hope this was really helpful to everyone. I know it's helpful to me every time I talk about it.
And this came from Darren Daly?
I created what we just talked about just from all the time and effort I've put into my business and thinking about this and reading books like The Compound Effect.
Mm-hmm. And who did write The Compound Effect?
Darren Hardy.
Darren Hardy?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Darren Hardy, and if you go on to if you just Google Darren Hardy, you can go on to Darren Daily, and he'll every 5 days, Monday through Friday, you'll get like a 5-minute version of his topic of the day. It's good stuff. It's free and it's awesome.
That's where I saw it. DarrenDaily.com.
Yeah.
I was going to say he spells his last name differently, but I guess it's not his last name. Just look at that. So I guess, and the biggest thing, guys, and ladies and germs at home, listen, we all set goals, we all make goals, we all, this isn't even in a perfect world, we all tend to BS ourselves from time to time that we're going to do this year. You know what? Let's start actually doing what we say we're going to do. Little by little, slowly, and the results will follow.
You got it, buddy.
All right. Guys, Happy New Year from everyone here at Deacon Hoover Real Estate Advisors. Make sure you're liking us on Facebook. You're following us on Twitter, and not in that way. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Google Play, iTunes. Look for us on your favorite podcasting service, things like Spreaker, things like SoundCloud. Check out us at dhrea.com. We have all of our podcasts, all of our, this particular podcast, the Deacon of Real Estate, and the Realtor Nation podcast are up there, along with some great blogs, all of our listings, and all of the agents here at DHRE. So, for Alex, myself, and for everyone else here at Deacon Hoover Real Estate Advisors, we thank you. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. Alex, sign us off.
Peace out.